the norm out there in startups is what other people have called California capitalism. I just love that term. In California capitalism, the investor puts money in a company. They get a percentage, 15, 20, 40% of the company. And the company promises them nothing. And then everybody hopes someday the company is acquired or goes IPO, which rarely happens, but is acquired for way more money than the investors put in, more than 10 times than the investors put in. And then everybody goes home happy. In the world of impact, that rarely happens. And so that's just a bad bet in terms of what to do with your money. But B, and more important, acquisitions in the world of impact are not usually celebratory events. That's usually the moment where we're worrying about whether the impact will continue on or not, whether the acquirer cares about the impact or just cares about the customers. And if you look at the history in the space at the organic food companies, which were the first impact companies to have big exits, they never got acquired. They all sold out, right? Just to be clear, that's the same, in fact, it's the same act. They got purchased by a bigger company, but everybody talks about Ben and Jerry's as selling out to Unilever, and Stonyfield sold out to Danone, and Honest Tea sold out to Coca-Cola. So they didn't celebrate those events, they mourned them. So instead of that, we do revenue-based investing, which is simply we as investors give money to a company, and they promise to share a small percentage of their future revenues, single-digit percentage of their future revenues, to give us back 1.5 to 2.5, 3 times our money back. The companies then can grow. We want them to grow. The investors can make a decent return, a market rate return. And the owners can then have their company back to do whatever they want, which is hopefully grow them and have more impact in the world.
Is it capped at 1.5 or 2%?
It's a revenue-based investing is a family of investments. Generally, we cap the return when we do the investment, and it's usually 2, with less if the company's further along, and it's a little higher if it's more risk or earlier.